Now that the Agents of Sabotage DLC has been out for a few weeks and I've rinsed all of the 4 brand new final missions, it's time to start rating them from worst to first. This will be based on how fun they are to play, as well as how quickly and easily they can be completed, because we all know that time is money. So without further ado, let's get to it. In 4th place is the Brute Force File. There is one glaring reason why this is dead last, and it's to do with the 3.5-mile drive from your garment factory all the way to the Zancudo military base, if you want to get the first of the 3 bonus objectives. You can skip this step by taking something like your Oppressor Mark II, but this will invalidate 2 of the 3 objectives, as it doesn't count towards reaching the base in under 5 minutes, or for reaching Area A undetected, as when you get close, all the alarms will go off. Once you've gone through the bunker, killed the Juggernaut, and collected the Scarab tank, you then have a further 3 miles plus to drive in the slow-ass tank.
Now lose anyone following and head to the drop-off.
You should be near Area 69, this tech will be safe.
Some of the preps are also not great, with 2 of them being very similar to each other, with one needing you to enter a warehouse to kill people,
You do not mess with me!
and then look for a vehicle. And another where you need to enter a warehouse to kill people and look for a vehicle. The locations for these can also suck, with the infiltration equipment possibly being as far as Paleto Bay, a whole 6.5 miles away, and another in San Kiansky almost 4 miles away. For the military equipment, you might get the mission over at the Humane Labs, which is another 5 miles away. If you were unlucky enough to have the worst 2 prep locations and you completed a finale, you would have had to have travelled potentially over 30 miles in just those 3 missions. Obviously, the best thing to do is just reload into a new lobby and try again, hoping for a better location. But that is rather lame game design.
You'll need an elevator, Pasky. You seeing the location I sent?
There is one saving grace, however, and that is the override key prep, which you don't even need to start on your phone, as you can just go up to the dude in the club and activate it straight away.
Here you go.
It's then just a short distance to the garment factory.
Contact message
In at number 3, we have the Black Box File. The finale is pretty fun, with lots of different aspects to it, but we all know the hell that is navigating underwater in GTA.
There is local man waiting for you in little boat. Do not explode him. He is on our side.
Meet him and get to our contact. He'll collect the box and deliver the info to our buyers.
There's also a tedious hack you need to wait to complete, which means floating around in your Tula until it's done before taking out the engines. My favourite way to complete this one is by killing myself after collecting the black box. Then triggering the next part by sitting down, then diving back in the water to recollect the box. You can then make your way to shore and collect your oppressor, saving a load of time and also still getting all 3 objectives if you kill 5 enemies on your exit. As for the 3 prep missions, the hacking device is pretty straightforward and simple, where you just collect it from a nearby location, then whack it on the control tower. The sonar prep can be a little annoying if you decide to save yourself some time and land your Mark II on the tugboat, as it acts rather weirdly and doesn't always let you back on it for a smooth getaway.
I hope the sonar gives a satisfying... Yes.
The worst prep is easily the weaponized aircraft, as it can spawn at one of 3 locations, with one being over at Banham Canyon and the other being at Palomino Heights. There's also a load of military to take care of, and then 5 attack buzzards and a Valkyrie to destroy. If you're not as awesome as I am, this can cause you a few problems. You're also kinda stranded when you land the Tula at LSIA, so it's a good idea to have a job on standby to accept and quit so you can complete the prep faster. In at number 2 is the Fine Art File. I know most of you probably think this is number 1, but hear me out. The reason this is number 2 is due to its prep missions rather than the finale. The EMP charges can be at 3 different locations, with the 2 worst ones at either the Redwood Racetrack or the Palmer-Taylor Power Station. It's a similar story with the face recognition prep, where there are initial locations to get the drone from, but then you may end up travelling all the way to Banham Canyon to scan the dude's ugly face. At least the approach vehicles prep are all at LSIA, you may say. That is true, but this mission can be quite frustrating, with so many enemies shooting at you from so many different hard to reach places. Depending on the prep's location will also alter where you stash the chopper, with some better than others. The finale is pretty straightforward, with a stealth section,
Dark. You should have night vision goggles in your pack.
followed by a loud section,
The arcades should be in Tropics. It's a glorified panic room with backup power.
followed by horrendous controls to grab the targets from the cabinets.
The peace is priority, but grabbing anything of value is also recommended. I have learned this about RD heists.
Did you know Euro's DD had a pleasure yacht full of priceless erotic art?
Oh,
And then more loud stuff before fleeing to the drop-off.
Put them down and get out. Finish line's in sight and the money's waiting.
And the number 1 best file to do is the Project Breakaway file. First off, all of the potential prep missions will be in and around the city centre. One of the best ones is driving an RC Bandito to track down a truck containing boner pills,
I see it. I'm going to hack the automatic ramp so you can drive that thing inside.
and then hacking it before stashing it inside. There are only 2 starting locations for the thermal charges prep, with the first location linking to the next. Obviously, lots of people will die in your pursuit to complete it.
See what comes up. I got more intel on Maze Bank security. Take out whoever's guarding the charges.
The encryption bypass prep will either be at Vespucci Canals or at one of 2 locations around downtown Vinewood. You just then need to complete a little hack, shoot some dudes, steal the bypass, before blowing up an escaping vehicle, and taking his photo to post on Worldstar Hip Hop and TikTok. This finale is the only one that has more than 1 location to get to, but still within the city. One of the objectives is getting to the location within 5 minutes, but this is always easily done within about 40 seconds, especially once you know the 3 potential locations.
Breakaway could have all kinds of protection from the funds. Push forward, but stay vigilant.
Once you've shot loads of people in the face and headed inside to shoot some more, after the hacking stuff is done and you've headshot 3 more guards, there is quite a bit of standing around and waiting, which is one of its drawbacks. The other drawback is how it becomes quite tedious to deploy the 3 thermal charges. and then pick up the 3 trays of goodies if you want to complete the 3rd objective. It's now just about flying off and delivering it all to the final drop-off. So those are my rankings of the Agents of Sabotage File missions. How would you rank yours? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video useful, please drop us a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. Here are some other videos you'll also enjoy. I'm BeatsDown, and I'll see you in the next one.